I was living fast, yeah, I felt it all. Every bad decision, every late night call. Laughing in the chaos, middle fingers high. Didn't fear the crash, didn't care if I died.
Well, good morning, or whatever time it is of the day over where you are. I'm on, I don't really know how to describe this one. A big abomination of a freaking scooter. It's a Forza 350, and well, I wouldn't call it fast, but it keeps on accelerating. So, how did I end up on this one? Well, a friend of mine, he got to borrow this one, because as you can see, this is not mine. I would never litter my fucking handlebars with this much shit. I mean, how many phones do you need on a freaking handlebars? And if you're riding with a helmet, why would you need a freaking cup holder? Not a fan of the setup. And I'm trying to figure out the windscreen. Right now I took it up to see if I can get less buffeting, and I would say no, not really. But anyway, a friend of mine got to borrow this one from a friend of his that went home quite some time. I think he was supposed to be gone like 8 months or something like that. So anyway, my friend got caught in some heavy rain and flash flood, and after that the bike just have been acting up. So picked it up yesterday, left my purple Brom as a replacement for the weekend so he can get around somehow. So the problem is that the bike actually have been acting really well since I got it. All the starting issues and stuff like that, it's, I wouldn't say gone, but it's way better. So I'm gonna take it for a little spin and see if I can provoke it to misbehave. So I have a little bit more to say to the mechanic when we come there. But the plan is that we're going to hook it up to the computer, see if there's any codes or anything. And if it's not, yeah, it's probably is some codes there, because it has been acting weird as fuck. So then clear them, and hopefully that's going to make it behaving. Otherwise, maybe you can do on these the same way you can do with a lot of the smaller Hondas. You can like zero out the ECU and get it to forget previous issues. Let's see. We do a little bit of highway repair. I haven't done that on this one. This is where the 350 actually shines. I mean, you can cruise way over 100. You can stay in the fast lane and compete with the big kids. but it's absolutely not sporty. I don't know if that's by design from Honda, that just meant to be like a soft potato when running around. For fuck's sake, first thing, if this was my bike, the first thing I would do is to take that freaking windscreen off. I would remove it completely. I mean, we are not doing crazy speeds, anything that I haven't done on the other ones. And this one is already way worse than any of the small bikes without a windscreen. So much buffeting, so much wind noise. I don't know if you guys hear big difference as well, or if it's just how it feels for me. It doesn't matter how I put this is gonna suck. Even on a 350, this is gonna, look, that's exactly the kind of gap I need. But it's even when you're coming from a standstill, getting on the road like that, it pulls. It's not that you don't have any power. It's just that it's so fucking not sporty in any way. Even the Giorno, that's a 125, feels more inspiring when you get on it. I know you can make a lot of difference with upgrading the CVT stuff. I need a tuk-tuk. Now maybe not that kind, because that's electric and even slower than a tuk-tuk. So, where was I before I got distracted here again? Yeah, it's very like lazy. You can almost compare the acceleration in this one with like an old Evo Harley. You're never gonna miss power, but it's not in any way powerful. And that's kind of how this one feels to ride. I don't know if that's specific to this one. I don't know what the mileage is on it. I tried to toggle through the menus yesterday to see if I could find anything. But I could only find the trips. I don't know. See if we can. I don't know. What even is that on the picture? Freaking. Doesn't make sense to me. Trip A, trip B, average. I don't know. It would be fun to see just how worn in like the CVT and everything is expected to be. I don't know. I have no idea. It has a bunch of joysticks and stuff out there. Took me a while driving it home last night to just figure out how to do the lights, because it's not on this side like it has been on every fucking bike like forever. It's out here on your index finger. It's usually just like a flash button. is actually my girl's dream bike, and I can't see why, because it's so much less fun than all the small bikes. When we rode it home yesterday, I rode my 12-year-old OG Grom in the other way, and apart from the straights on the highway, I'm faster on the OG Grom. I guess you could probably wake this up with a proper CVT job done to it. I guess it's comfy. My girl actually thought it was great sitting in the back, but riding wise, it's just, yeah, it's like, alright, it's not bad, it's not good. And the windscreen actually ruins a lot. Because I would 100% cut that one down. Seeing a lot of the locals, they remove the adjustable windscreen completely. And in this climate, it's so rare that the wind is an issue. You can also really feel the weight of it. I mean, this one is, I think it is right up below 180 kilos, which for a scooter is a hell of a lot. That's like having an extra me already integrated in the bike compared to all the small bikes. So I'm still very undecided on the Forza as a concept, and even more on actually spending the money on buying one just because my girl really likes it. Because for the riding we do, we usually break our back to stay on the back roads during our long trips and stuff like that. And I mean, if you look at the speeds, 80, 90, at these speeds, every single bike I got at home is more fun to ride than this one, even with a passenger. So I don't really know what to do to wake one of these up to the extent where I would actually enjoy it. Suspension, you could do a lot, especially the front end, because and I don't know if that's the weight. It was very low tire pressure yesterday, so it got a little bit better after I filled it up. But it feels like it's so much flex in the front end, I don't know. And this is supposed to be like the premium scooter. If you want to go one step up from this one, it's basically a 750, I don't know, X80V, I think the name of that one is. And it's almost priced as high as a freaking house. But when looking at the Forza, and if I look at the price point, to me it gets competition from like actual big bikes, because it's so high priced. So you don't have to add much to take a brand new CB 500X off the floor. I mean, the engine is bigger, you got more power, you got the gas tank up in between your legs. So you get all the stability and rideability from an actual motorcycle. Well, this is more like riding on a freaking beanbag. You see the speeds we do through here. This is one of my favorite stretches of road, and there's just no trust here. You just feel so much weight going into the corners. Even the Giorno that has no business carving twisties like that. I mean, it's a small city commuter, but through the twisties, it's more alive than the Forza, and that one is also bone stock. Almost, we got an aftermarket, probably Chinese copy of rear suspension, so that one sucks. I wouldn't say it's better than the stock one in any way, shape, or form, and yet it's still so much more alive than this one. I'm actually genuinely surprised of how little I like this one. I did not expect that. And then, above all, I wasn't hoping for that, because my girl really wants one, and it's much easier if I also want one. But I would rather have the pink one. I actually already have one of those pink ones, but mine is not pink, it's the orange one we rode a couple of videos ago. It's a Super Cub Dream. But that's besides the point. This one, yeah, I really wanted to like this one, and so far I don't. I know when I look at how the ties set them up, I can imagine them getting a little bit better in playfulness, because usually, obviously, they do the CVT, most likely a little bit of the engine to squeeze more playful power. Because like I said, it's not like you're lacking power, it's just that it's tuned like a lazy old bull. So out of the box like this, the only thing this one does better than anything else that I already got parked at home is speeds above 120 on the highway. It's way better at that. Below 120, I would still say that I trust say everything below 100. I would say the Giorno beats this one. My girl really says it's comfortable, and I don't know if that's just as much she repeating what's in the ad, or it's the wide seat, because it's quite wide. It's hopeless when you're getting to the patio during any of the events and they got something like this in between the cars, because usually the traffic is the first thing that goes to hell in that city anytime anything happens. But then usually you get the cars, they clog up as usual, then you lane split through the rest of the night. And then you always have a Forza blocking everyone trying to get in between the cars, because the Forza is too wide. It's, you see it's quite much wider up front. But I just can't trust it. I can't trust it turning. It just doesn't give you the confidence kicking it over. On this one, it might be a little bit of the tires as well, because I know the tires are freaking shot, but not 100%, no. I don't know what to make about this one, because I'm not a fan. And it would be so much easier if I was. But especially as an everyday bike, it is heavy. Most of the riding we do here is tight and quite technical. You see, a lot of the Thais, they ride it like an everyday bike, like a premium scooter. And yeah. My girl jumped on it yesterday at the gas station. And I mean, it's freaking huge. I would be absolutely worried because of the sheer size of it. I do have like the takeover capabilities. I could enjoy that. It's quite easy. But when we go riding far, long, we usually stay off the main roads, and occasionally that puts us in the position where we end up on gravel, sand, and other sketchy things where I wouldn't want to take something this big and this heavy. I don't know if it's not really that it's big and heavy, but it's that it feels big and heavy. I don't know why they made it feel big and heavy, because I can't see that it had to be. It's a little bit of a rant actually on this bike. That's maybe a little bit because I'm a little bit disappointed. I was expecting it to be a lot better. Because even if in the expat community someone decides to go pay a premium for this one. Finally the sun is starting to pick up a little bit. It's getting warmer. It was actually quite cold when we came out this morning. I was a little bit, why didn't you bring a freaking shirt, you muppet? And to be fair, today I should have brought a shirt, because I actually have enough under-seat storage space to fit a small Thai girl. And I guess you probably could gear this one differently through the CVT to get more of that playful power, more torquey, a little bit more alive, more wild down low. And that would help a lot, probably, with getting it to feel nimble. Because usually I like most bikes. I mean, the bikes that I'm not interested in normally, I'm interested in because they are different, or it's something new and exciting compared to what I ride every day. And this one doesn't give me any of that. It feels like it makes me ride like a careful old man. I don't know. I'm guessing it might be a little bit of a status symbol, because it is twice the price to any of the other scooters. I mean, you have the PCX, that is like I would say the biggest real small scooter. That's a 160, and this one is almost twice the price. I think this one is in the ballpark of 180, and I think the PCX is around 100. But I mean, if you spec this one out a little bit, well, it is twice the price. I gotta see if I can get the chance to jump on one of the Thai Forzas, because they should make them more flickable, and 'cause even if even a big Thai guy is generally shorter than me. You have the occasional one that is taller than me, but when I'm back home, I'm like the tallest guy among the short guys. Well, here I'm among the taller guys. There's a little bit of a height difference in general, and that's another surprise for me. This one is quite tall. I mean, if I drop my legs straight down the sides, is how I would do to touch the ground. I'm not actually touching the ground. The same thing here. I mean, what I would have liked to do is to just twist the throttle and see, because I think there's some sort of traction control stuff on this one, and I would like to see how it works. But it just don't give me the confidence to try to break the rear wheel loose. And that is rare. Most bikes gives me that confidence. Most bikes I have no issue to freaking pop the clutch to break the rear wheel loose while riding. I did it on my Harleys. They did amazing first, second, and third skids when breaking traction. Not sure what to make out of this one. But if we look back at the actual mission here, to make sure the freaking bike just rides fine, I'd say that it does okay. No, not too many, not any actually hiccups. See, do the last little bit here on the highway. Let this one breathe a little bit. I'd say that is more or less everything we got to today. I'm sorry that it ended up being an absolute rant video. I genuinely hoped I would have more positive things to say about the Forza. I just generally don't like it. I hope I don't have to spend my money on one. I still might have to, because my girl really wants one. I hope I can push it on the future. But yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah. That's basically everything we got for today. It probably ended up being a very long fucking rant video. But if you enjoyed any of it, found any of the information useful, and if you're like me, that you're not a fan of the Forza, you can check out the other videos. See if there's anything that falls into your taste better. So please like and subscribe. I need to. It's the wrong word. It would be fucking fun to get this channel to grow at least a little bit. Like I got 100 subscribers or something, and I think none of them watches my videos. I don't know. It would be fun to actually look who's actually subscribing to my videos. But yeah, peace out, and I hope you enjoyed the video.